So the next topic that we're going to be talking about is Rockstar's ongoing silence. Why is it so different this time around compared to their previous titles pre-launch anyways? It's a particularly interesting one. You know, obviously it's been 14 months now since we received Trailer 1 compared to with GTA 5 and Red Dead 2. We're receiving so much more plethora of information regarding the upcoming games at that time for both respective titles. It's definitely different. We don't know what Rockstar's idea is behind the scenes. We don't know what Sam Houser specifically, what his thoughts are behind the scenes in terms of the planning around the marketing cycle, the official comms cycle with GTA 6. Perhaps maybe it is a shorter marketing cycle this time around. Myself and Cyboy and a lot of the other content creators have had chats about perhaps maybe they're wanting to do a shorter marketing cycle this time around. Perhaps maybe once we get closer to the current release time frame of fall of this year, perhaps maybe we do see, more official information getting thrusted at us, bombarded with information on a more consistent basis, much more quicker. Perhaps maybe that's the approach from Rockstar's perspective this time around. It's hard to say, because that will mean that we might be getting Trailer 2 screenshots and pre-orders and all that type of stuff much more rapidly. So yeah, it could also mean, and this is another thing that I've thought of as well, and perhaps maybe it is just to build more anticipation and hype from them being just silent, which is what seems to be Rockstar's MO as of recent. But yeah, no, what's your thoughts on it?
My kind of thoughts at the moment is that, as we, during the earnings call last night, something that Lainey said, who's the chief financial officer for Take-Two, she said that they're kind of developing their marketing timelines now to be more indicative of games with longer lifespans in the market and having more adaptable models. Like if we go back to the early 2000s, a game would come out, they'd hype it up for a year or two, the game would release, and then the game would not be touched again until a remaster 10 years later or 20 years later. Whereas now, games like GTA 5, it came out and over the time it's been expanded, enhanced. It's had different online modes added and all of this stuff. So Rockstar, Take-Two have said that their goal for their future releases is going to be shorter marketing cycles, but ongoing marketing cycles following release. So with GTA 6, we can probably assume that the silence has been from Rockstar and Take-Two has primarily been based on the fact that they're probably going to do a 3 to 5 month, maybe even less, push before the game comes out, and then continue marketing it for the next 10 years. The game sales are going to make Rockstar a lot of money, but it's not going to make them anywhere near as much as online will. The game sales are pretty much negligible. They don't matter. Maybe they do for the first year sales, but for anything after that, it all comes down to the online monetization. So I think that realistically, it's not out of the realm of possibility for us to not receive a trailer 2 until like May, and then receive trailer 3 in like July, and then a gameplay trailer just before the game comes out, if it comes out in like September or October. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I know me, you and Jetro spoke about this last night when we were talking about, what we expect, and Justin as well. We were talking about what we expect from the marketing cycles, and it's the same with movies now. Like with music, for example, they have 21-day marketing cycles. That's what every record label uses, 3 weeks before an album launch. They do one post announcing it 3 months or 6 months before the album comes out, and then they do a 3-week push prior to the release, and that's it. With movies, they're now working off somewhere between six weeks to 2 months prior to the movie's launch, and that wasn't always like that. Years ago, it was a lot longer. So I think it's the same with gaming. People don't have the attention span to see an advert and remember it 3 months later anymore. They need to have all of the information a month before launch.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just everyone's attention spans in modern times.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, so it will be crazy though. I mean, if the game is still on track for fall this year, come the next earnings call, if Rockstar say something prior to the next earnings call, that's going to be an insane few months leading up to the game's official launch. That is going to be crazy. Like, we're going to be getting so much information. Oh my god, that is pretty wild to even think about. So yeah, exciting times ahead. I guess if we are still going to be on track. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And also as well, we've got there's the other side of it where Rockstar don't need to market GTA 6. However, I've got friends that haven't even seen trailer 1 yet. Like, we grew up playing Grand Theft Auto together, but they're not interested like some of us are. Like, they're passively interested. They'll play the game when they see the advert on TV. Like,
yeah.
Or when they see it somewhere where it's right in front of them. So I think that Rockstar will have to do a marketing push. They will need to reach the wider audience. They don't just want the GTA 5 fan base playing it. They want the next generation of gamers playing it. They want the last 5 generations of gamers playing it, some of which may not even be on social media. They want it to reach everyone. So they will do a marketing push, but I don't think it's going to be like where they stagger out 5 trailers evenly spaced apart. I think it's going to be one more trailer, like trailer 2, and then it's going to be a quick succession of maybe 3 trailers in a 1 or 2 month period.
Wow.
Which means that content's about to get real, boys.
Literally, my god. Yeah. And then, not to mention, I think as well, like, it was just a good point that you brought up, like, with a lot of even the older demographic not being on social media or whatever. There's probably are people that are long-time GTA fans from the 90s or whatever, in the late 90s when the first GTA came out. Fans of, that GTA at the time. They'd be like, oh, I played GTA when that first came out, the first one. Like, they're probably going to be like, oh, GTA 6 is coming out? Oh, crap. Damn, there you go. And then they'll see, like, a big advert or something like that on, like, the side of a bus or something like that. And they're like, oh, crap, it is coming out. And they'll see the date or whatever. And then like, Take-Two is going to want to do a marketing push similar to what they've done in the past. But it seems like, anyways, that it is going to be, from what we are seeing now at the moment, that it is going to be, it looks like it's going to be shorter. So, definitely a lot of content going to be coming up quite in rapid succession.